Good morning. This is Carlin Larway, the Director of Assessment and Accountability. We have just about 30 seconds before the top of the hour and a couple more people still signing in, but we want to welcome you to our October Assessment and Accountability update. Just a few housekeeping items. You can submit your questions to us in the questions box and we'll answer those as we go. The PowerPoint slides are available posted as a document, and our presentation is being recorded and will be posted. Our turnaround time is typically 10 days. It takes us a little time to create the transcript that is required before we can post a webinar recording on the website. So give us a few days. I'm going to turn things over now to Ayaka to talk about our graduation rate appeals.
Good morning, everyone. This is Ayaka. The appeals window opens on October 21st and closes on November 1st. The application allows schools to amend the graduation status with supporting documentation. We will send you guys more information as we get closer to the appeals window.
Hey, this is Kevin Whitman. Wanted to let you know that we posted 2 new tools on our website. They're called the Similar Schools and Similar Districts Comparison Tools. These tools are going to let you identify similar schools or districts based on characteristics such as enrollment size and % of students who are economically disadvantaged. You could then see how the school or district that you've selected and the 5 most similar schools or districts compare on different measures of performance. And all the data that we use there are from the school report card at idahoschools.org. One thing we wanted to emphasize is that these tools are designed to facilitate communities of practice. They're for administrators to use in identifying those similar schools or districts so that you can share ideas and strategies. We want to be really clear on this. The tool is not for ranking schools or districts, and it's not for making comprehensive claims about their performance. It's really a tool for you all to use to connect with each other. Another thing we wanted to mention after having talked with folks in the field is that we've heard a lot of interest in additional information on student growth. So as a starting point, we wanted to share some basic info on scale score growth for students by grade and subject, and this is from 2018 to 2019. So you'll see 2 tables here in the slide, and we have some example percentile values for scale score growth last year. So the 50th percentile that we have highlighted there is the median. For example, the median scale score growth for 6th grade students was 28 points in ELA literacy. So you could use this information to look at individual student growth for your students and see if it was above or below the median across the state. Or you could look at aggregates for your school or district and make that same kind of comparison. Note that we don't have any data there for grade 3 or high school because we're looking at year-to-year scale score growth. So you have to have assessments in 2 consecutive years for us to calculate that. We're planning to produce some additional, more detailed information on student growth to help you all measure progress and set expectations. But we wanted to start with this kind of basic information. So please be on the lookout for some new tools and data on the accountability webpage. And if you have any information about growth that would be of interest to you, definitely reach out to us and let us know. We want to make sure that all the upcoming data and tools are as useful as possible for you. Any questions?
Okay, we'll move on. Andrew.
All right, good morning, everybody. This is Andrew with your ELPA updates. This is an important announcement for districts concerning a change to the pre-ID file and material ordering upload process for this year's Access Test. For the 2020 Access Test Administration, the state of Idaho will upload 1 state pre-ID file on behalf of all districts. Subsequently, the DRC will then base the initial material orders for each district from the initial pre-ID file upload. The SDE will be taking information directly from ELMS to populate the pre-ID file after November IC data upload. This will ensure that SDE has the most up-to-date information concerning District L enrollment at the time of the file upload. It is necessary for districts to verify the information for their Ls within ELMS to make sure information is accurate as to receive the correct amount of labels and testing material. As of today, we only have 109 days left until the 2020 Access window opens. Hooray! The primary test administration window will start on January 27th and end on February 28th, 2020. For districts who need to administer a makeup session, March 2nd through March 6th will be reserved as the makeup window, so mark your calendars. During the test window, all current English learners with an L status of L1, LE, or EW must take all 4 sections of the test. All right, in preparation for the 2020 Access Administration, districts and schools should consider the following when planning for a successful test administration. First one is districts and schools should consistently check ELMs to verify all Ls are accounted for and have been placed into a test session within WIDA AMS. 2, district test coordinators need to confirm that all staff administering or handling test materials have been certified to administer the WIDA Access test. District test coordinators can check the status of training of their test administrators in WIDA Secure Portal under the Account Management and Training Status icon. 3, IEP and school teams should begin the discussion of what administrative considerations or accommodations should be assigned to individual students based on current instructional supports being used that will allow students equitable access to the language proficiency assessments. Last, students should be aware of the dates and times they will be testing. It is always advisable to have students familiarize themselves with the structure of the test and give them multiple opportunities to interface with the practice items. Students can access practice questions through the Insight browser or by going to the WIDA AMS main website. Okay, all Idaho educators can take advantage of enrolling into 6 self-paced professional learning e-workshops. The e-workshops will further strengthen the capacity of educators to support Ls within our districts and schools. To access the e-workshops, educators will need to be set up with a WIDA Secure Portal account, and district test coordinators can create these accounts for individual users or add multiple users by using a batch upload in the WIDA Secure Portal. Educators can also request accounts be created for them by contacting WIDA Client Services with the number at the bottom of your screen. Once the accounts have been initiated, educators will receive an email inviting them to complete the initial setup and will then have access to all of these wonderful workshops. Okay, in addition to the WIDA e-workshops, test administrators, school test coordinators, technology coordinators, and district test coordinators are encouraged to participate in the webinar supplied by WIDA and the ELPA team. The next webinar is scheduled for tomorrow, October 10th, and will provide instructions for material ordering within the WIDA AMS system. This is particularly important for when and if districts need to order additional materials in January. A complete list of scheduled webinars along with links to join can be found on the ELPA website under the Training tab. And that's all I have for today. Are there any questions?
Okay, no questions. But if you do have questions as we go along, something strikes you or you need to clarify something you heard in a previous section, please don't hesitate to type those questions into the questions box and we'll come back to them. All right, and now Elena with an IRI update.
So just want to say a big thank you to everyone. The fall IRI testing is complete. Want to remind districts that you are required to provide results to families. The best report for that is your student summary handout that is found in your iStation reporting. You can remove the prior to report details from that student summary handout if you feel like that's not something that you want to keep included. You also have the opportunity to provide an example report that will detail how parents can understand the features that are outlined on the student summary handout. So if you want to include that, that's printable as well. Please know, fall IRI scores will be available to you after the SDE receives the October IC reports from LEAs and is able to match student enrollment with student assessment results that we receive from iStation. Also wanted to let you know that if you are a district who reported a testing impropriety where one student logged in and took another student's assessment, you do have the option to receive an updated student summary handout directly from SDE so that the inaccurate data is not showing on that report. If you're interested in that and you don't hear from me by October 25th, please reach out. New this fall is the oral reading fluency assessment. This is a tool that's available for teachers through the web-based application at isis.istation.com. Really important not to include the www in that website address. Also new since our last webinar is automatic scoring. If your student does take an oral reading fluency assessment at isis.istation.com, it will be automatically scored if they took it after September 20th. Students who took that assessment prior to September 20th, iStation is currently working
to retroactively automatic score those passages, so that will show up in your system as those are completed. Also, please know that the oral reading fluency assessment is not required, and the score is not included in the overall student score in IRI Progress Monitoring. We want to make sure you're aware that monthly progress monitoring is included in the state K-3 IRI contract, and we encourage you to utilize that feature. Also, the on-demand assessments that can be scheduled in addition to monthly progress monitoring assessments are now available to be assigned by class. Previously, you had to assign the on-demand to individual students. Now you can assign them to a whole class, but please know that if you assign an on-demand assessment to an entire class, you cannot undo that. Questions about IRI?
So I have a question come in. It says, when conducting the KG WAPT for pre-K students in the spring, they're identified early within the migrant program. Is the scoring criteria different for exiting pre-K students who are not yet enrolled?
No, the criteria is the same for students who are taking the WAPT earlier in the year, and the screen out criteria is the same for those students.
An additional question, and how and what date should we use for those? Is this for students, to clarify, Morgan, this is for students who are taking the kindergarten screener as a pre-enrolled kindergartner in the spring? Yes. So I'm doing kindergarten roundup in my school at registration. Kindergartners registering for school who are not yet enrolled are taking the test. What date should be used?
The date in ELMS should be the date the test was taken.
Okay, we'll turn things over now to Paul with a brief NAEP update.
Oh yeah, real short today. So I told you I would update you with some NAEP results information, and here it is. The 2019 NAEP results for Idaho and the rest of the nation will be releasing this month on the 30th. So, happy NAEP-a-ween.
That is clever.
Watch for stories in the national and local news for NAEP on or after that day. Also, next month's webinar, I imagine I will be coming with some juicy gossip and information.
Idaho NAEP results coming soon. Thank you, Paul. And Halloween will never quite be the same for all of us now that we've associated NAEP.
NAEP-a-ween.
NAEP-a-ween, okay. No questions for Paul on Halloween now being rebranded as NAEP-a-ween. We'll move on to a brief update from our college entrance exam team. I'm turning it over to Danielle.
Yeah, I'm taking one for the team, so you guys get to listen to me. Some key dates for PSAT, the 9th, which is today. Secure test materials will arrive at school. Please ensure you have all your materials required for test day. If you don't, please contact me or the Idaho support email, and we can hopefully get you your test materials that you need. On the 16th, happy testing. It's PSAT school day. And on the 17th, that's when we'll be returning all answer sheets for scoring. And you may begin the remittance process. More information regarding this process will come in a later date. New to this year, students who need an audio accommodation, the College Board has developed an MP3 streaming application for all test administrators. It is highly recommended schools test the MP3 streaming application before test day to verify the MP3 works on the school's device. For more information regarding the MP3 format, I have hyperlinked a nice little place on the College Board's webpage. For the MP3 audio scripts, the College Board has found a typo within the MP3 audio script. If your proctor is using this script, please note, page 97, it states students will have 30 minutes to complete this section. Students actually have 60 minutes to complete the section. If you do have this accommodation for some students, the College Board will be reaching out to you directly, telling you what to do about the script issue. But I just want to let everyone know, just in case. Next steps after PSAT test day, the College Board has created 2 different webinars to help inform educators, along with parents and students. Next steps. So please feel free to share these webinars widely to parents, students, and other educators. Any questions?
I am filling in for Kevin today, who is conducting a committee review of our new science assessment items. So this is a brief update We're happy to announce that ISAT Science interim assessments are available for elementary, middle, and high school. The interim testing window runs through March 11th. These are the new science assessments in grade bands, elementary, middle, and high school. You'll see there 14 interim assessments are available for elementary school, 19 interim assessments for our middle school, and 20 interim science assessments available for high school. Again, following the very new format that we will introduce in the spring as the summative test. These are available on the ISAT portal via the test administration or assessment viewing application. And we will be posting scoring materials very soon so teachers understand the scoring rubrics for those new items in the new presentation. The elementary, middle school, and high school field tests in 2020 will be conducted during the test window March 16th through May 15th. This is the new science assessment replacing the previous assessment that we have administered, which was a multiple choice. This assessment is proposed to be administered in elementary school in grade 5. That is not new, but grade 8 and grade 11 are a change from the previous grade level administration. The State Board of Education is expected to make a final decision at their meeting next Wednesday, October 16th, approving those dates, or those grade levels rather, for grade 8 and grade 11. We will communicate out immediately the outcome of that decision so that you can plan ahead for which students will be participating in the science assessment. Please keep in mind the grade 11 assessment is a change from the end of course options in high school biology or chemistry and is a comprehensive assessment. The grade 8 assessment would replace the grade 7 assessment, so not a new test or an additional test in middle school, just a change in the grade level. Because this is a field test for 2020, we will not release scores for state, district teachers, and that should also say students. So no score reports or summary data will be posted or available for the new assessment. More to come, again, following that board decision next Wednesday. We do have some posted resources available to support the new assessment. You can see blueprints of our elementary, middle, and high school interims on the portal and our website. Also, blueprints for the summative assessments are available. And we have anticipated test times or estimated test times for how you can start to plan ahead for your spring administration available on the SCE website. And those are hyperlinked in the presentation when you download that, and will be available on our website as well. Any questions for science or any other topics before we move on? All right, I'm going to turn things over to Elena for an ISAT system update, and I will also help out however I can.
Hello again. So let's talk about some things that are new in our 2019-2020 ISAT system. We really encourage everyone to view the What's New PowerPoint. It is available in the portal, and it is also linked on this slide. Some things that it will cover include new information and features regarding TIDE, your test delivery system, airways reporting, and ORS. Also, we want you to be aware that TIDE, your TA certification course, airways reporting, and ORS are all now available on the ISAT portal. All passwords have been cleared out of the AIR system, so you will need to reset your passwords the first time you log into TIDE. Also know the TA certification course has been updated for the new school year and is ready for you to take.
And just a reminder, the TA certification course is required annually for anyone administering any assessment, including the interim assessment. So prior to the administration of a ISAT test, interim or summative, teachers or proctors or other staff must complete the TA certification course.
Alternate assessment.
And that also applies, thank you, Karen, to our alternate assessments and the interim assessments that are available for those.
Speaking of interim assessments, here are your resources that are available on the ISAT portal. The link is here. You can also find each of these in the portal. There's an interim assessment overview for school year 1920. We have an implementation planning checklist for interim assessments. You can also access math and ELA interim IAB blueprints and interim ICA blueprints. Grades 3 through 8 and high school ISAT interim testing window opened on the 3rd of September. and will stay open through the 11th of March 2020. Your testing window then will open 5/26 through 7/7 for summer school interim assessment. Everything above is also accessible, as we said, through the ISAT portal. Beginning with interim assessments that are administered in 1920, you're going to want to know that your assessment results will only appear in Airways reporting. Previous year interim and summative assessments, those results will be in ORS. In our Smarter Balanced Comprehensive Assessment System, we want everybody to be aware of the digital library resources. Many, many new resources have been added. 42 new connections playlists, to be exact, are now available in the digital library. Each of those playlists is going to correspond to one of the new FIABs, the Focused Interim Assessment Block. Educators have access also to 150 connections playlists that have resources that go across grades and across content areas. The digital library is also accessible through your ISAT. Also new is a Smarter Balanced Content Explorer website that is now available. At this website, educators can get support interpreting students' results, planning activities that could be aligned to claim and target level reports that support instruction, learn how the ISAT assesses academic standards, explore the range of college and career readiness knowledge and skills, and learn about test development and resources such as blueprints and the scoring rubric. Summative testing, to get this on your calendars, grades 3 through 8 and 10, with grades 9 and 11 as optional. Your testing window will open on March 16th of 2020 and stay open through May 15th. All these resources, again, related to summative testing are available in your ISAT portal. ISAT-related questions?
Yes, will interim assessment data have historical data so teachers can see previous year's performances in the future?
Yes, but please remember that your previous year interim assessment results are going to be found in ORS. Your current year, 2019-2020 interim results are going to be found in Airways.
And we are working with our vendor to populate the previous year interim assessment results into Airways. That is a slow migration. So users will be able to see that historical perspective, but it will be happening over time. We have another question. Connections playlist in the digital library. The link takes us to the PDF, but that doesn't take it to the playlist. So the PDF is a resource document that just provides an overview of information. If you are in one of the interim assessments or in the Content Explorer website that Smarter just released, you can link directly to the Connections playlist from there, as well as from the overview document that is on our website and also on the ISAT portal. Will the science field test be given within the EOC this year? There is no science EOC. The field test that will be administered is the new science assessment updated to reflect the new science standards. The high school assessment is a comprehensive assessment covering all science content standards, earth science, physical science, and life science. So that replaces the end of course exam that was previously administered in biology or chemistry. Not a new test, but an updated test that reflects the current standards that have been implemented over the last 2 years. Okay, Karen, on to the alternate universe.
All right, woohoo! So I want to talk about what needs to be happening right now related to the Idaho Alternate Assessment Science Portfolio. Teachers should be collecting baseline data. This is the last year of our portfolio, and woohoo, I'm very happy about that. But teachers who have students taking alternate assessment in grades 5, 7, and 10 need to be collecting pre-instruction performance data on the objectives that students will develop artifacts for in the spring. Remember, there are 3 scoring dimensions: complexity, independence, and accuracy. The Idaho Science Portfolio Manual, it talks about it on page 24, but also in the manual that's been updated for this year, has all the information you need for gathering the baseline data. this is essential to the portfolio process because when teachers go online to start uploading artifacts in January, they have to have the data and they need to collect it before they start teaching the content. So collect baseline data early, collect it often, collect it now. The Idaho Alternate Assessment Portfolio, Science Portfolio Tutorial number 5 talks about this, and these resources are on the Idaho Training Clearinghouse. So if you talk about Alternate Assessment Science Portfolio, you have to talk about IPASS, the Individual Portfolio Artifact Submission System. It's going to open on November the 1st after the IC upload, and you'll be able to add students, teachers, and assign students to teachers. And this is usually a function that is completed by the testing coordinator, because if students and teachers are not added and students are not assigned to teachers, then there's no portfolio. So we want to do this as soon as you can, knowing that students might change. If information changes, you do not have to remove students and teachers, although it's a little cleaner if you remove teacher assignments, but I'll talk about that more later. But anybody who's just waiting to add teachers and students, you'll be able to do that starting November 1st. And practice tests, Carlin also talked about this. I'm so excited about this. So we now have, remember, the grade level computer adaptive practice tests that South Carolina is so graciously sharing with us so that students can experience the new test. Remember, brand new test this year, operational field test. So I should have put on here test early, practice often, practice now. I should have put that here as well. But take advantage of those. There's the click here, the link so that you can get to the quick guide. It's been down for a few days, and this says should be fixed by this afternoon. Just before I walked in the door, I got the email that it was fixed, and I confirmed it. So the South Carolina Alternate Assessment Practice tests are now ready for your use, and I actually did one. It's so cool, you'll love it. Questions about alternate assessment?
Yes. If grade 11 is taking the science, will the grade level for alt eventually match?
Yes, it will. So the portfolio assessment, did I say this is the last year? So this year it's grade 10, but next year when we move to our science alternate assessment that will be computer adaptive, that will align with the grades that kids in general education take. So it'll be 5, 8, and 11. But this year we're the old grades. Next year we'll be on the same grades as everybody else. Good question.
And that still is pending the state board decision next Wednesday, October 16th. So a final outcome, that is the way the rule is proposed, grades 5, 8, and 11. And the alternate assessment would follow the general education assessment grade. We'll wait for a few more questions. If you have any, please type them into the questions box now. But a quick reminder, our next webinar is Wednesday, November 13th. We have all sat around the last few days just dumbfounded that it is already the middle of October and how quickly the year is passing. So November seems like a long way from now, but we know it will be here before you all know it. So if you haven't registered yet, you can register for all of the webinars for the remainder of the year at the link at the bottom of this page and also in our Resource Center. Any final questions, Morgan? Nothing else? Okay. As always, if you have any questions after the webinar has been posted and you're listening again or for the first time, please send them to us. We're happy to answer your questions, and we thank you for joining us and for your time. Have a wonderful rest of the day.